This line right here can predict the future. Let me explain. Today we'll be learning about linear regressions. Now this is part 2 in our machine learning series, and if you haven't watched the videos before this, I recommend you to do so. They'll be linked here in the iCard and also in the description down below. So first I'll be explaining what a linear regression is. Then we'll be diving into the code and I'll be step by step telling you what each code line does. Let's get started. So let's first understand what linear regressions are. Now it is very similar to the linear equations that we handle in mathematics. Now a linear equation will always give a straight line graph, right? So once you plot the x and y axis as dependent and independent variable vectors and you plot the points on your data set on that graph, it will always give out to be a straight line. The same concept applies to linear regressions in machine learning. Now, what linear regressions do, they do the same thing and they form a line which corresponds to a certain amount of dependent and independent variable vectors as we go up and up. Now, this will make a lot more sense once I go on to the practical version and we actually draw graphs which will predict our future salaries or future years of experience according to the data set we have. And today in this video we'll be using a data set that corresponds to years of experience and salary. So that is what our machine learning model will be predicting. Now I'll be using a very simple data sets because I want you to focus more on the code and the concepts rather than the data set. So a simple data set and we'll be learning the base concepts of linear regressions. So before going to all the code, I just want to explain what is happening in the data set right here. So this data set is of any company, you can say. So it basically is the years of experience versus the salary that the people have got, right? So these are the years of experience that we have and these are the salaries. So we have split this data into a training and the test set, and then we are trying to predict what years of experience corresponds to what salary. Okay, so this is the code that we'll be writing, and I just want to give you a brief overview on what this is doing before starting to actually write it from scratch. These 3 steps are actually of data preprocessing, and I won't be covering them in this video. You need data preprocessing in every project, so I highly recommend you to watch that video first. It will be linked somewhere around here and also in the description below. So you can just go watch that and you will be able to understand all of this code a lot better. Then as you can see, we are training the linear regression model. I'll be explaining all of this, and lastly, as you can see, we'll be bringing these beautiful graphs to predict the data that we'll be dealing with, right? So I have created another copy of this, so you can do that by going on file and just save a copy in drive. So whatever file I'll be giving you in the description, it won't be editable. You can just create a copy and then you will have a brand new file to mess around with. So I have already filled in these 3 steps. As I told you, I won't be covering these, and let's just run this so we don't get any errors in the future, right? Run. Yeah, as you can see, the salary.data CSV is not imported yet. So to fix this, I'm going to go on this file icon right here and I'm going to upload a file, right? And as you can see, I've opened this salary data.csv, and let's just press OK, and that's done, right? So I'm going to be explaining this code in just a little bit. I'm just going to be giving you a brief overview, and then let's just run this. So first, as you can see, we are importing a bunch of libraries. We are importing NumPy, Matplotlib, and Pandas. Now, these libraries are used in every single machine learning project that you will be doing, and I recommend you to have a good command on these. Then we are importing the dataset, salary data.csv, and we are using Pandas as we imported as PD. We are using Pandas read CSV feature to get all the values of this comma separated value file. Then we are creating 2 variables, x and y, which is the dependent variable vector and the independent variable vector. And these I'm going to be calling a method named iloc, and it is taking all the columns but all the rows except the last one, and is taking all the values from that. Same the dependent variable vector. So this won't be making any sense to you yet, but if you watch that video on data preprocessing, I assure you, you will have a good sense of what is happening here. Then we are splitting into the training set and the test set. Again, it won't make any sense to you right now. So here, as you can see, we are creating 4 variables: train, and test. So x train, x test, same for y. And we are splitting the data set into 2 parts. So we need some part to train our data set on, and we need the other one to test it on, right? We are creating 4 variables and we are assigning them to the x and y that we created earlier. Then as you can see, we have created test size 1/3. So we want the test data to be this much, and the rest 2/3 part would be the training data. So now let's start doing the fun stuff. So first and foremost, we'll be needing a library. So we'll be just going from sklearn. So as I have told you earlier in the pre-processing video, the sklearn library is used a lot in machine learning. I highly recommend you to have a good command on all of the modules of this class, right? So we'll be taking sklearn dot linear underscore model, right? And we are going to be importing linear regression. Let's just move on to the next step. This is the library that we need, and we'll be using the linear regression class to store it in a variable. If you know Python, you would know that once we import a class, we have to call a variable and then we have to assign the class to it. So let's just call the variable regressor, right? And we, whoops, regressor, and we can equate it to the linear regression class, right? Linear regression, and we have a variable named regressor in linear regression. So it does not take any parameters inside it, and it is really easy. Now we need some way to connect this line of code to our x and y variables that we have right here. Now just think about it. So how will the linear regressor model know where to put whatever it has stored, right? So we are going to use our x and y variables that we used to get values from the data set, and we are going to put it in the regressor variable using the fit class, right? So let's just call regressor dot fit, and we are going to put two parameters here, which are x and y. Not quite. So here, instead of inputting x and y, we are going to put x train and y train. Now why, you ask? That is because x train and y train is the thing that we need to put in the linear regression class. We don't want the entire x or the entire y to go here. We just want the training model to go right here. So again, to explain, the training model is something that the machine learning uses to train itself, and the test is something that whatever training it has done, it uses to test its values. Then we'll be predicting the test results. Now we are going to be using matplotlib. Now it's very simple to do so. As you can see here, we are using the graph to predict the salary and the years of experience, right? So one is the dependent variable vector and one is the independent variable vector. And usually we know, in if you are through with maths, we always keep the independent one in the x line, right? So the years of experience is independent and the salary is a dependent variable vector. So we won't be needing the xy case here. So if I go on my code right here, and I can just write ypred, right? And I can equate it to regressor. Again, I'll call the variable regressor dot predict, and then we are going to put in here x test. All right, so this will all make sense in just a minute. Here we are going to be visualizing the entire data. So here we are going to be plotting those amazing charts that you just saw, and to do that we are going to be using matplotlib. So we, as you can see right here, we imported it as plt. So let's just import plt dot use the scatter function. Now what this will do, as you saw in our graph right here, it has scattered red points all along the line. So red points are from salary perspective and also from years of experience perspective. So we are going to import those two variables, which are x train and y train, and we are going to putting the color red because we need a color contrast between a line and the scatter plots. So let's just go right here. I am going to be putting x train and whoops, x is capital, x train and y train. Then let me just put the color in as red. Now we are going to be plotting that blue line that you saw. All right, so for that we are going to be using plt.plot function, and here we can be using x train. I'll just explain the code to you in 1 second. Regressor predict, and then put a bunch of parentheses. Then again we have to put x train here, and let's just specify the color as always. Color, whoops, I changed the spelling of color. Color equals blue. All right, so what is happening here, we are using the plot function to plot that line that you just saw, and we want the regressor predict function to predict x train, right? So Just the regressor predict function can do the entire work of predicting what the line and where it will go. So as I explained it to you, the line will come as close as possible to all of these points. So as you can see, this line is the best line that we can get that is closer to all these points. That is what this predict function is doing. It is predicting where the line should go in X train, and we are doing the color blue so that we get a contrast from red right here. So next we'll be specifying the title of the graph. Now this is not actually required. If you just run this, it will give you everything, but to make your graph just neat and clean, I'll be specifying plt.title, and here we can specify any string we want. So we are getting the salary versus experience graph, right? And it is for training. Next we are going to be putting a label on the x and y coordinates. For that we just need to take the x label, put a string here, and the y label, again we need to put a string here, and let's just in the x label let's just put years of experience, and in the y label we can put the salary. So the salary is what you want to predict, right? So that's why we're putting it in y. Then lastly we just need to add plt.show. This is just a syntax, you can basically say. Let's just run everything. So let's run this. All right, looks good. Predicting the test results, again looks good, and crossing our fingers, and voila. All right, so we have got this graph right here which has been powered by matplotlib, and it follows everything that we specified right here, right? And we are going to do the same thing but for x test, right? Let's just put it right here. So we have copied the entire thing, and we just need to change the scatter points. So we need the line to remain the same because the line is what our machine learning model has actually predicted, and you want to test it with the test results if it matches up or not. So we'll just change x train to x test. So we want the scatter points to change, right? So x test and y train to y test, right? And let's just plot it, crossing our fingers, and voila. So as you can see, these are the coordinates for x test and y test. So it has taken x test as the x coordinate and y test as the y coordinate, and it has matched them together to create scatter points. And we are just going to change the training to test right here. Run it again, and as you can see, the label has changed. That is our beautiful two graphs that we have predicted with simple linear regression. And I'll be creating a video for multiple linear regression and all cool machine learning stuff. So just stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button down there. And if you're into cybersecurity, ethical hacking, machine learning, and all cool tech stuff, just subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.